You will never regret to be here tonight with us. Let's go, party is going on.
The certificates over the blockchain, first of all, it's the
Hello, everyone. This is Daniel Higgins coming to you with our Wealth Boost Worldwide mission to provide individuals worldwide with the tools to enhance their lives, achieve their dreams, and build massive wealth. You know what? We are salespeople and we are a sales team. We do not sell products, goods, or services. We sell people on the infinite possibility of their lives and the power of their dreams. We sell people on never giving up because we know this is a noble cause. So if you're a guest on the line today, get back with the person sharing this great information with you. Thank you so much. All right. Hello, everybody. Hey, this is Daniel Higgins coming to you live. Thank you, everybody, for joining. I see we got people all over the place. So we are live right now on Facebook. We're live on YouTube, and we are also live on Twitter. So thank you, everybody, for hanging out today, tonight, or this afternoon, just depending on where you're at in this awesome world that we live in, right? So thank you for joining once again. And we're going to talk about building wealth. We're going to ask a question here. And it's a very important question, and it's up to you how you're going to approach this. I'm going to talk a little bit about my life experiences, and we're going to go in today. All right, so we'll have a conversation. So how will you build wealth? Okay. And what's going on, Miss Hunter? I see you hanging out with me on Facebook, so thank you for joining. And what's going on, Robert? Hanging out with me on YouTube. So welcome, everybody. Thank you for joining, right? So that is a big question. It's a big question. And I'm going to talk to you guys a little bit about my journey. And several years ago, you know, I was working 3 jobs. And if you know my background, my family's from Trinidad. So the running joke is Trinidadian men. That's what we do, right? We work 3 jobs and we're always actively working, right? But, you know, that time in my life was, I would not want anybody to be in the same situation, right? Because you got 1 full-time job, 2 part-time jobs, and you're just burning it. You're burning it. It is a very unique focus. And it's very challenging, of course, schedule wise, and trying to juggle things and trying to juggle life. I mean, you know, and working extremely late in the night, getting off at 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, and then getting a few hours of sleep and starting that whole schedule again, and juggling 3 work schedules. It is, and I know a lot of people are doing that now with COVID, and doing that now with trying to just, you know, provide, you know, for their families, and just trying to make sure that their families stay afloat, right? Not even really like, you know, it's a survival mode, you know, it's definitely a survival mode. And I really don't want that for anybody. Everybody has to go through their journey. And, you know, of course, I made the best of that situation years ago when I was working 3 jobs full time, I believe at Circuit City, and then a bunch of other jobs in between. So we won't get into all of that, right? But every success journey has a journey, right? It has a beginning. It has a not really an end, because you always want to continue to grow, right? But as I'm thinking about that, I can clearly know that was creating cash flow, right? Because if working hard was a solution to building massive wealth, I mean, all of the people who are working the 40 and the 80 and the 70 and the whatever hours, they would be wealthy. But there's a shift, there's a difference between creating cash flow, because creating cash flow is not wealth, okay? So, you know, you might be interacting with someone and they might be, hey, I make 100K a year, I make this a year, I make 200, I make 300,000. That's great cash flow, but that is still not wealth. All right. Wealth is very unique. Okay. It's that combination of complete time freedom. It's that combination of creating and being self-sustaining. And we put it like this in our Wealth Builders Worldwide family because of our amazing mentor, Mr. Ty Best, is that if you have to, right, if you have to go to work on Monday through Friday, or Monday to Saturday, or whatever your schedule is, if you have to do that, you are broke. And brother 2X Thompson did some things, and he said some things that was even more aggressive. He said, listen, if your bills are not on auto pay, and I had the opportunity to speak a little bit after him earlier today during our live webinar with the Caribbean team, and I'm telling you, he had my mind jacked. I couldn't really speak. I was just so excited about the content that he was sharing. Him and brother Eric Teray Muhammad, man, they lit up the Caribbean team, Trinidad, and I mean, everyone in the Caribbean team. You guys know that they just lit it up today during that live webinar. And I just spoke very briefly, and I was just extremely excited because of all of the content that they were sharing, right? But back to my point, man, I mean, that creating cash flow is good because, of course, we need cash flow, but we want to start tapping into actual wealth, right? So there's a shift, okay? There's a mindset shift that's needed to happen, okay? And brother Gregory McCann, I'm not going to re-present our whole global ecosystem and what we're doing, because especially if you're following me on Facebook, you can look at that live webinar that we just did. That was excellent. Brother Gregory McKay laid that thing out. He was talking about your money needs to go to work, right? Your money needs to go to work. And that's a big wealth key, is getting into tapping into leverage and assets. And I'm telling you right now, I told you a few years ago, I was working 3 jobs, all right? 3 jobs. I had no clue about leverage. I had no clue about amassing wealth. I had no clue until I got connected to a wonderful organization called Wealth Builders Worldwide. And they started sharing information. And then you start being surrounded by people who are financially free. Then you start hearing about people replacing their income, right? Then you start hearing about people retiring early. Then you start hearing about people removing debt out of their life, right? Paying off mortgages 11 years early, right? Then you start hearing about people having an issue with their car's headlights, and instead of fixing the vehicle, they buy a new vehicle. Not because of trying to be fancy, is because they've tapped into what we're looking at right here. They tapped into amassing assets and tapping into leverage, right? So we want to position everybody on the sound of my voice. How will you build your wealth? How will you do it? Okay. If you're looking at a traditional way of building wealth, and I'm talking about building wealth, I'm not talking about necessarily investing. I'm not an investment professional, right? I don't have a Series 6 license. I'm not a licensed, I'm not licensed in that area. Of course, I'm familiar with that area if you know my background, but we won't get into all that. But how will you build your wealth? The traditional ways of building wealth have been failing. There's a documentary on CNN, or excuse me, by 60 Minutes through CNBC and CNN, right? But 60 Minutes did a whole breakdown of the normal people, that way that people build wealth, of course, is that 401k, right? Type in the 401k fallout on YouTube and look at the video documentation from CNN and 60 Minutes and CNN in combination, right? And you'll learn that building wealth is not happening in that industry and in that tool. Okay, it's just a tool. It is a financial tool, but it's not been successful over the years for several people. And all of the super successful, wealthy people that I know, they're tapping into this: assets and leverage. They're leveraging a business, right? They're having their money work for them, right? And that's another big thing. So if you're working hard, like I used to be working hard with the 3 jobs, it's almost a guarantee that you're not going to be able to build wealth because you're too busy surviving, right? You're too busy surviving. And then right here, this awesome book I'm reading, How Rich People Think, which was recommended by our leaders and our mentors. And I'm reading that along with some other amazing content. The rich earn money primarily through leverage and not hard labor. I didn't know that. So I had those 3 jobs thinking that I was doing something big, right? And of course that cash flow helped, right, to solve some of the things that's going on. But money is made to go to work. Put that money to work. And I'm telling you right now, with Wealth Builders Worldwide, we have a whole lot of opportunities for you to get your money to start going to work and getting more money. Several ways. There's layers upon layers of how you can build wealth within this global ecosystem. So you're going to want to get back with the person sharing this with you, because listen, you don't have to recruit anybody in the system. You can tap into the leverage. This quote is so important. The rich earn money primarily through leverage. And I didn't know that. I didn't understand that before Wealth Builders Worldwide. But I'm telling you right now, it is so important to use that. Every successful person uses leverage. You are actually participating. My amazing mentor broke this down recently too, Mr. Delco. You're always participating in leverage. You are either being leveraged, because let's be honest, if you are working a job, and nothing wrong with the job, but if you're working a job, there may be a few other people connected to that job in that office. They don't just have one person there, they have multiple people there doing different roles, and the owner is leveraging the intellect, right? The experience, right? The talents of all the people that are in that organization, right? And I love what Robert Kiyosaki says. He says this all the time. He says, building wealth is a team sport. Being successful is a team sport. You want to get connected and have that leverage because it is a team sport. He said, you don't win playing by yourself. All great accomplishments have been created with a team. All right. So you want to leverage your money, one, and tap into a team that's leveraging money. And then if you choose to, you can tap into, of course, building an organization if you so desire, to tap into even more leverage where you're not just leveraging your money, right? But that's definitely a first step. Hey, Miss Sylvia, I was thinking about you earlier today. I got to schedule a time for us to do a little chat, do a little video so we could put it on here, right? So thank you for joining, Miss Sylvia. I was honest about that. I need to get you on here. All right. So guys, we're talking about building wealth. How will you build your wealth? There's several ways to build wealth within GS Partners if you so choose to participate. And we participate however you choose to participate, right? You can build your wealth as a customer in this system. You can build your wealth as a business partner. It's up to you. Both of these things are options. They're options you get to. You're in the driver's seat for this. You're in the driver's seat for this. Now, what's really cool about what we're doing here is that we don't have anything to sell you. Like I told you or said in the very, very beginning, we are amassing assets. We're moving our money towards ourselves, right? That's what we're doing. The heart of everything we're doing is save and acquire assets. Guess who has control of the assets? Guess who has control of the assets when you acquire them in this amazing system? You have control of the assets. They're your assets, right? No one else has control of the asset. You have control. It's on your dashboard. You could see it. And what's really amazing about this global ecosystem is that you have full liquidity. You can move it as you so desire. You get to pick and choose how you want to build wealth. We want to close the wealth gap, and it's not going to be done by just increasing your income, right? It's not going to be done by just increasing your income. It's not going to be done by just increasing your income. That's a part of it. But if you're not amassing assets, most people, what are they going to do? They're going to increase their spending, right? That's right, Miss Sylvia. Many hands make light work. Yep. It's so true. This is a team sport. And you know what? We have a Wealth Builders Worldwide team that is like none other. Like I said earlier today, I was on a live webinar with our team in the Caribbean, and they are fired up with the amazing solutions that we have. How will they build wealth in the Caribbean? The one product that they're loving is the GS Lifestyle Card, but there's so many ways to build wealth within this system. You get to come in and choose how you want to build wealth. We have a hard decision for you today, tonight, this afternoon. Do you want to build wealth or you want to build wealth? That's all we have here. I was used to working hard, and I'm telling you, I will not ever go back to the place of working 3 jobs and getting off extremely late at night. I'll not go back to that. I will not go back to food service, which is part of my that 3-job thing that I was doing. I'm not going back to that. I'm not going back to serving tables. Now, of course, this was several years ago. Nothing against servers. I did it for an extended period of time. I trained servers, right? I was leading servers. I was training servers. I was all over the place. I was training hosts, right? The people who greet you, I was training them. So I was training the hosts, training the servers, right? So I won't get into all that, but that I'm not going back to that. I'm not going back to that work where it's like, man, all that manual, all that labor. Not going back to the 3 jobs. Never. I love what we have here in GS Partners. I absolutely love it because especially with the DeFi savings account, all that is a savings account that just keeps spitting out passive income every week. The money is working. Put the money to work. And I'm going to make this comment in just a minute. Let me see what Miss Sylvia Clark, because we're chiming in together. Yes, that's true. Many, many hands make it work. All right, so let me make this comment because it was a funny comment, but it kind of makes you think, right? And I can't even give credit to who credit is due because I don't remember who made the comment, right? But they say, hey, cows make cows. Horses make horses, right? Cats make cats. You know, dogs make dogs. So why are people trying to make money? Shouldn't we have our money go make more money? So just a little simple thing to think about, not anything, you know, groundbreaking. But what do we do here, right? So we acquire assets, right? We acquire assets and we build assets. So you have the choice if you want to just acquire assets as a customer or acquire assets as a business partner, right? It's up to you. Or if you want to build the asset of a business, because a business is an asset. It brings money towards you. It brings money to you and it's part of your inheritance. You can transfer it and give it as an inheritance. So it's always amazing that I hear people say, I'm good, right? And Mr. Ty Best always says when they say that, he cringes because it is a selfish comment at certain times. Because if they're saying I'm good, but they haven't created generational wealth, right? If they haven't created generational wealth, right? Oh, I hear you, Miss Sylvia Clark. Yep, your gifts make room for you. Leveraging an opportunity. Absolutely. That is like amazingly true. So true. So true. So I'm glad I have you here on this, chiming in with me, Miss Sylvia. And Robert, if you want to chime in, I know you're hanging out on YouTube land. So guys, listen up. We want to position you to be successful in anything that you do. If you choose to connect with our global team, we're going to support you. We have support every single day. Every single day we have support for you. Every single day we have content for you to connect with our Wealth Builders Worldwide team. Every single day you will be able to get answers to questions. Every single day we have live webinars. Every day. Wealth Builders Worldwide does not play. We are here to support your goals and dreams. There's over 120,000 people connected with GS Partners, right? We're not stopping. We're ramping up. Okay, we're ramping up. We had a live global launch in the Burj Khalifa, the largest freestanding building in the world. That's where we did our official launch. You know, there's a lot of other places that would have been easier to acquire because I heard through the grapevine that a little company called Coca-Cola could not get connected to this amazing freestanding building called the Burj Khalifa. They couldn't get on that building. But GS Partners did because of the relationship that Mr. Joseph Haidt, the chairman of the board, has with the, listen to this, with the royal family. We get to listen to and glean from a documented multi-billionaire that is positioning us to tap into generational wealth. His family is more than done. He is a multiple billionaire, multi-billionaire. I said that backwards, right? So let me show you what we have slated for your global support, right? For your consideration, right? We want you to connect with us, right? So you get back with the person sharing this information with you. Let me go in order. So to get started quickly, you get back with the person sharing this with you. But if that person is me, there's 3 steps you can follow. Get a package, activate your card, smash a button. Smash a button means acquire assets. All we have here is assets. What does the business package do? It gets you in position to create assets. What does the activate your card do? The activate your card gives you opportunity to move your profits so that you can move it and spend it. 3 steps. Can you follow 3 steps to build wealth? It's up to you. Get back with the person sharing this with you and say, hey, I want to get started. I want to start that gas that he talked about. Get a package, activate card, smash a button to acquire assets, right? This Saturday, we have a live global event. It is great to hear from people who are financially free. It's even better to hear from people who have been financially free for over 26 years. It's even greater to hear from billionaires because they'll expand your vision, right? Because they have a different way of thinking, right? So here are 2 documented financially free individuals and leaders, multiple CEOs and authors. So we got the beast mode coming up this Saturday. And I see you, Miss Sylvia Clark. Give me just a moment. I'll put that on the screen because that's good stuff. So you can get your tickets to hear from 2 amazing individuals that continue to pour into us. Listen, there's so many amazing leaders in the whole world in terms of public speaking and in that vein, right? That are very successful. None of them charge $50 for you to hear them. It's way more than that. These 2 gentlemen are 7-figure earners. So let me walk you through this. Mr. Michael Delco, that's to the right side of that picture, is my personal sponsor. Amazing gentleman. I've known him for over 10 years just personally. So honored to be connected to him. We were connected in our music ministry in our church, and that's kind of how I got connected to him personally, right? Also with his amazing wife, Monisha, right? She was my praise team / choir mama, right? She was the person who showed me the ropes because let me not talk about myself. So I was connected to that amazing ministry and they were leading in that ministry and I was able to connect with Mo. I connected with Mo first and then connected with Mr. Delco right after, right? As I was on the praise team and things of that nature, right? But this gentleman has amassed wealth for himself and for his family. He retired. Listen to the success story. He left a 6-figure job. He retired himself from a 6-figure job and is now earning 7 figures. His wife is financially free. Him and his wife individually are 7-figure earners, right? And financially free and very successful. Their adult children do not have to work a job. They work the family business and whatever other endeavors they choose to do because they are financially free. Only one adult is currently in contract because they're in the military, right? Mr. Ty Best success story. Listen to this success story. Mr. Ty Best left a 6-figure income, retired himself and his wife. His wife has gone home to glory, right? But 26 years of financial freedom. His sons have never worked a job. They work the family business and whatever else their heart desires, they do it. They are financially free. They're free men in America. Mr. Delco tapped into that success story and made it his own. Woo! When you know about apprenticeship, when you know about having a double portion, when you know about gleaning, right, and learning from someone, you can get excited about that because you can see yourself up next in that, right? All right, Miss Sylvia Clark got some good content. I got to put it up here. So bring your dream and your smartphone and commit to your growth, personal development, and we'll support you. Absolutely. That is 1,000% accurate. I'm telling you, we have live support for you every single day. I just mentioned we had a live webinar for our team in the Caribbean. That was just on fire. And where else can you go? Where else can you go to build wealth and amass wealth in a global ecosystem? You know, I love that people are very entrepreneurial now and people are doing a lot of different things to create income. This system can put you in position where you get paid in real time. We get paid in real time. Like, it happens in real time and you have access to the funds in real time. There's not a pay week, there's not a pay month, there's not 2 weeks out. No, it happens in real time and you have access to it immediately. So that's why we say follow these 3 steps. Get a pack, activate a card, smash a button. That middle one, your card, you have full control over the asset. You have full control of the income that comes through your system. Woo, okay. Thank you guys for your time. I'm also going to mention the main event. If you were there Sunday, you know that this Sunday is going to be epic. On top of epic, we got Greg and Deion Stevens. Woo, that's going to be awesome. The gentleman on the bottom of your screen, Mr. Crypto Steve, he was the 2nd place winner for a global incentive that the billionaire chairman of the board did. He took out, the billionaire chairman of the board took out $3.5 million of his money and put it into a global incentive. One of the top prizes was a $1 million villa. The second prize was a $400,000 villa. Mr. Crypto Steve, this sharp gentleman right here, sharp, handsome gentleman right here, got $400,000 just deposited straight into his account so he can go ahead and acquire that luxury villa wherever he wants to in the world. I think he has selected to get it built in Dubai, right? And then his lovely wife right next to him, she earned a $20,000 luxury watch. It was given to her live in Dubai. And this is Mr. Brian Crumley. If you know or ever heard of Mr. Brian Crumley, he only speaks from one place. He speaks from his heart. This gentleman earned a $1 million villa. He used to be homeless, sleeping in a tent years ago. So we're very excited for this gentleman and all the success that he's had. Like I told you, if you've never met Mr. Brian Crumley, he only speaks from one place. He speaks from his heart. Amazing gentleman. And that's only just a few of that's only 1 and 2. There was 2,000 prizes earned. All right, I got to get out of here. Thank you, everybody, for joining. Thank you, Miss Sylvia Clark. Listen, I'm going to reach out to you because we need to schedule a time, get a little recording in, and then put that on Daniel's Den at another time, all right? So for everybody on the sound of my voice, thank you for joining today, tonight, this afternoon. Get back with the person sharing this info with you. I'm just sharing a little bit of my excitement to everybody that I could come in contact with so that if you hear this information, you get back with the person sharing this with you. Get your free registration completed and then take additional steps where you can create more income for yourself and for your family in real time. We get paid in real time. Everything on the blockchain is real time, but in this system, it benefits you immensely, okay? So thank you for hanging out with us today, tonight, this afternoon. Get back with that person. Get back with that person. Get back with that person that is sharing this information with you. They have your best interest at heart. Our Wealth Builders Worldwide team will support you to the success level that you desire. All right. Thank you, Ms. Sylvia Clark, and we'll connect. Okay. All right, guys. Thank you for your time. I will see you guys on the next live stream. I appreciate everybody for hanging out today, tonight, this afternoon. We will close out with a short clip of the GS Lifestyle card.
Introducing the most flexible crypto card in the world. 5 traditional currency accounts, including USD, GPB, EUR, CNY, and JPY. Currency exchange rates better than high street banks. Manage all your crypto and traditional currencies with one simple platform. Add funds to your account via bank transfer, credit and debit card, or crypto proceeds. Spend or withdraw your funds anywhere credit and debit cards are accepted. Exclusive plastic, aluminum, stainless steel, gold-plated, and solid gold cards available. 24/7 global support in multi-languages. 24/7 professional concierge services. Up to 40% discounts on hotel and travel. Instant rewards from high street retailers. Fast delivery to over 100 countries. Order your GS Lifestyle card today.